Good morning, guys. I am back this morning to do a video just for relaxation, and I thought I'd turn the video on. So I wasn't initially going to turn the video on, but I thought, I haven't collaged in a long time with my friends, so I decided to do that. So we're going to take these two leftover pages from a couple different books. Okay, trying to figure out, I'm wanting to put the raw edges in here and the finished edge on that side. So I'm just going to leave a very tiny little seam there, and I'm going to take this white polka dotted washi tape. Now I'm going to tell you right now, this is a joke. You can see the polka dots on this as you're doing it, as I'm trying to put glue on it, but it's real hard to see, and you probably won't be able to tell that it's white polka dots. And I use this because I don't have a lot to use it on, and I thought just to divide a book, it would be fine. Now I'm putting washi on it, glue on the washi because, well, we all know that the washi tape really does not stay together that well. And so I'm just leaving a tiny little crack between the two card piece, our book pages. And they're almost the same height. So let's see. Get them a little closer there. I hope you guys are having a great morning. Mine did not start out so great, but it's better now. So you can see the crack through this one. It's very, and like that portion doesn't even want to stick, which is not cool. Okay. So what I'll be doing is, if it starts looking loose, I'll just tighten it or put more glue on here and make sure it's staying down, or we may have to use real glue. Now I'm just going to put glue on these little pieces here, and actually I'm going to put it on the book pages down the seam instead of trying to put it on the washi. I think it'll hold better. So let's just fold this over since we've got it. No sense wasting, right? Except I don't want it to bend our book pages, the edges of our book page. Turn this sideways. I'm going to try to line it up or keep it as much down the center as possible. And there we go. It's actually showing the glue through there, so hopefully that'll go away. And here's the other side. If we decide we don't like that, we'll move on to some other way of keeping the two pieces together. But washi just seems the easiest if you can get it to stick, because you don't want it coming apart. People don't want to receive a book, and I cringe when I watch some videos and they don't put enough glue, or they don't put enough this or that, and it always makes me edgy, thinking how disappointed that person would be, So I really try to make sure everything's staying together. So I thought what we'd do here is just start collaging and see what we come up with. And I did pull out a few. Now I got to find my little box. Oh my goodness. Paula. Oh, there it is. It's got I just grabbed out some Santas and some other stuff like that to put on this page. And I think I'm going to cover right here with this blue. I really like it. So let's do that. So not much has happened since I saw you last, except that the exercise that they gave me on Monday are killing me. Oh my word. It's more exercise than I got before I had my surgery. I mean, it has been, you know, there has not been a lot of activity going on with me physically in a while, because that hip has been hurting me for so long. And so now trying to add back some activity is rough. And so anyway, besides the point, I did not sleep well last night because of that. And so if you have therapy or anything like that on a joint and they start you off, they wanted me to do 3 reps of each exercise with weight on my ankle. Okay, I'm a 60-year-old woman who's, you know, could lose some weight, and they're wanting me to add weight, which I have never been able to do because my legs are just not strong. So I'm going to have to set up my own regiment of exercise. I'm trying to find, there's some music sheet. Okay, so I love it when it just tears like butter. Really love it. Let's see. Put that right there. So I'm starting out at smaller reps. Starting today, I'll do 1 set of 20. And then wait a couple, 2 or 3 days and go to, to 2. And then I'll wait 2 or 3 days and go to 3 reps. So maybe that will be less painful. Okay, so I'm just going to cover this up. It's going to be the front of our little book. Well, little pamphlet. I had told you I haven't collaged in a long time. And so, I just woke up this morning and thought that was what I wanted to do for the day. Is nothing stressful, just a little bit of collaging. Okay, so now I'm trying to find, I'll just use this paper from 1945. This is a piece of an old Southern Living magazine. It was back when they were giant size, like 12 by 16 or 18. It was a crazy number, but yeah. But I like the yellow pages, and some of the ads and the pictures are just awesome. Now let's see if I can get it off without tearing it completely in half. I think that's all right. Doesn't have to be perfect. It's not supposed to be, right? Guess I need to put up this page, though, since it's obviously... Boy, my trash can is getting full. I'm going to have to do something with it. Okay. All right. Now, I want to go ahead and decorate the front while we're there. And we have several different pieces of stuff in here. And I think, I do think I want to use this blue Santa Claus. Wouldn't he look nice on there? Yeah, definitely want to use the blue Santa. I wondered what I'd end up using some of these big Santas for. I've used one other in a collage, and I will show you those in just a second, because I'm going to have several collage items to go into different books. I'm going to make some different type collage. This one's going to be a fold out, and then the next one I'll do a pocket of some sort. Oh, he's a pretty Santa, isn't he? Oh my goodness, that's nice. All right, so let's open up and do the inside, which what I think is this is going to be a journaling spot on the left, and the back would be a journaling spot. I'm going to show you real quick the ones I did in the middle of the night. I woke up and couldn't sleep and it was hurting, so I came in here and look at this. I fussy cut that all out. Oh, crazy Paula. And I decided it didn't look overly Christmas for any book, but I like the way it turned out. And then the back is for journaling. Put a label on there. That's number 1 I did. And here's number 2. Just this cute little boy with a drum and a trumpet, just marching along with all his toys dragging behind him, even his little stocking. I thought that was precious. And he was fussy cut out as well, and journal on the back. And then this is the one that was similar to what I'm doing here. It's a different Santa face, but I thought they were pretty cool being so big and all. So this one I did with some poinsettia washi, because he was red, you know, I thought it would be okay. And then here you can see back to the back page. It says A Bright Christmas on the Reef. And it's bright with these Christmas lights on the tree for sure, right? Here's some journaling area here, and then a big journaling area on the back. So we're doing something similar to this. It's just not as big in the back. It's a smaller. So those 3 were done from, let's see what time it was. 2 to 4:30 or 5. Yeah. I was crazy. I just left everything out and said, I want to do this with my subbies tomorrow. I just hadn't done it in so long, and I love it. So let's do this side here. Let's go ahead and add this same article, or the same paper on here right there. And we'll get that going. I've had a lot of you ask me where I got the little pockets with windows. And I don't know if I told you or not, but it was a Tattered Dream, but it's been a while ago, so I don't know if she still has them or not. I believe that's who it was. I don't have any way of knowing for 100%. Okay. And some of you asked me about Heidi Swap's video that we did the envelope journal, or envelope book to put your Christmas cards in that you wanted to keep. It's Heidi Swap was the teacher, and it is scrapbook.com is where she taught it. So you go to scrapbook.com and then type in Heidi Swap video, or however you need to do it, and it should pop right up as one of her envelopes, because it was, I believe she did it this year for the first time. I'm not positive, but I'm almost positive that it was a 2019 2019 video, because it had her latest Christmas journal. So I'm thinking we'll do another tree there. And if we're going to do another tree, maybe we don't have to put anything behind on this right side. I think it looks fine like that. And maybe we can put some more blue right there. All right. My door is banging because my wreath on the door is made out of wood. Well, it's not really like a wreath, but it replaces the wreath. It's just a big truck with back of the truck full of pumpkins. You know, the thing that everybody has been into. Okay, so I'm putting that right there so I can bring in the same blue. But I'm thinking also we might want to add this blue doily. I like it. How about we do like that? And we can bend it over to the other side. Let's do that. Okay. Anyway, it sounds like someone's trying to get in or rattling the door. And when I have it real quiet in here, it's spooky when it does that. But we are having a rainy, gloomy day here. And so, thank goodness for lights, or it would be a very dark video. Okay. Just like that. Let's go ahead and put this tree on, but we need to change our paper first, because this paper is pretty bad. All right, so sorry I don't have a lot to say. There's not been a lot going on with me since I just been recovering. I do have one thing to say. We're watching our two of our grandkids tonight, Lucy and Charlie, and I'm sure they're going to tell us all about their Disney trip. Charlie will have a lot to say. He thinks he's Harry Potter now. You know, he was so into the Harry Potter things at Universal. Oh my goodness. They gave them such the good treatment. Make-A-Wish is a wonderful foundation, and if you ever have the opportunity, it really does change the children's lives. Because even my daughter as an adult said it was an unbelievable vacation. It was like a vacation of a lifetime. Something that you just imagine you would have. Okay, so now we've got this side done. Let's work over here. Now, I want this to be a journaling spot, so we're not going to cover it up with too much of anything. Here is a creamy white, and I'm tearing a big section right here in the middle to put right there. And I'm doing that because I want them to have something to journal on. And this piece is nice and large. And I'm sure I'll put some more solid colors that are papers that are legible to write on. Let's see. Let's put it right here, off to the right side. And what else? Let's do Some more music sheet. Always love my music sheet on there. Oh my goodness. It just went bonkers and went all different directions. I think I'm going to put this one right here. On its side. I had to open up a new glue stick. I ran out of the one from last night. Now, I will stitch these, but it will not be on video because I need it to dry first. Let's see. Let's do it like this. Or maybe like this. I think this is how I had it. Yeah, that's much better. Two nice places there to journal. And I'm still looking to see if I have some more. I know I have some old book pages. All right, let's see what we got. This is the back of an old book page. I keep them because I like to collage with them. And, you know, they allow for some nice paper for journaling on your card. Okay, so now we're going to go like this. Kind of put the flat side toward the top. Cover up as much as you can. And voila! We have a journaling card. Now, let me just trim any excess things from here. Not much to trim. Okay. So now we've got these sides done, but I'm thinking we need a label over here since it's a journaling side. And blue or green would be good. That's too small. Blue or green. Here's a blue. I don't know if it's going to be the right blue, but I like it. I like the size of it. Yeah. What do you think? How about we put it right down there? That's what I think we need to do. Great journaling spot. Yeah, so there's the inside. There's the front. Now we need to do the back, which has part of a blue doily on it. Let's see. Sorry, I had to get a drink. I don't like the way that tore. So I'm going to see if I can tear it better. I don't like it when it looks like it's fingernails that are tearing it, you know, like big chunks. Let's see. Okay. Now this old book page I'm using is blank on one side and has a picture on the other side. So I just decided that nobody's going to see the other side. Why not use it, right? All right, let's go right here. I don't want to cover up completely. I don't want to cover the doily up completely. So I just want to cover the words first and then go from there. Okay. You need to have something with white on it. I think I'm going to put this right here. I feel like it's a good spot for that size. Now if I can get it off my glue book. Come on. I definitely need to change the glue book. All right. So we need something small here. I'm going to see if we have any small blue left over from the last one. You know, because it would be nice to put some blue in there, right? I don't know how much, but there we have a piece, except that I don't want it to cover up my doily. I should have did this side first, did the other side, and then rolled the doily over. It would have been easier. Okay. All right. That's close enough. Then we have some of it, you know, then we've got this section down here. But really, I think it's fine because it's the right color, right? So I'm looking for another tag. I like putting tags on the journaling portion of my collages. I just got to find something with blue. I don't know about that, but let's hold it until we know for sure what we want. Here's some more blues. I'm thinking those are too small. These two here. I like the big round one. Now, you can cut it down to just a circle. You've got the option of doing them both ways. So I'm going to leave this one in a rectangle shape. I hear a tearing noise. Yep, there it is. Let's just throw that away. We don't want something that tears. See what else we got. Well, here's a square one. Now, I like that one, too. And then I've got this round one. I like the round, you guys. Believe it or not. So, I guess some of my tags I didn't get cut completely out. I ended up cutting them in squares, which is fine. If, you know, sometimes you run out of time cutting these things. They can go on forever and ever. Yeah. There we go. I think we should probably try a different page on our glue pages here. I feel like even though I slip a lot, once I got the pain settled down, oh my goodness. I just kept waking up, and it was a miserable night. I'm still feeling kind of sluggish today. There is the back, and I have to say, guys, I really like that. I hope you do. And I'll get it zigzagged. I'll have 2 journaling spots, and I'll ink it afterwards if it should need it. Yeah, awesome, right? Stand on the front, journaling space. And I'll probably go back and put the word journal on those after I take them around the sewing machine. They have to dry first. Okay, so let's move on to one more. We're going to have time to do one more. Surely. Let's see. Forgot to bring all my scraps over here. Oh, what'd I do with it? Well, I thought I had something already set up, but maybe not. So, let's see. What do we want to do this time? Maybe we can do like a pocket. You want to try that? Let me find a tag that goes sideways. And maybe, do we want to put it here? Or do we want it on both sides? For some reason, this feels familiar to me. I bet Gail or somebody did this. Yeah, I just want one side. I think Gail was working on some collaging, and that's what made me want to collage. She can really inspire you to get up off the couch or whatever and get into your craft room and get busy. You guys feel that way too? I think so. Okay, so I'm going to glue this down. And, well, you know what, though? Maybe, let me put the lid back on. Maybe we should collage the top and then come back and, yeah, that's what I think we should do. So, by collaging the top, what are we going to put on here? We need to decide. But let's go ahead and just decorate it first and then go from there. Now, here's some pretty green that are from Artie Mays. She's amazing. I've been watching her a lot more than I had in the past. And she's a very talented artist. That is for sure. Sometimes I can't understand her, but it's so worth it. You know, it doesn't bother me. I usually always figure out what she's talking about. Okay, here's a little bit of pink. Maybe we'll do some pink and green. It's not, it's kind of a purplish, it's more of a mauve, I think, than it is green. Don't want it there. How about down here? Okay. Let's see. Let's put it over here. Can't decide. I'm back and forth on some of that stuff. Let's see. Let's get some of this. I got this from Gina. Trying to think of her website. Firefly something. Most of you probably know who I'm talking about. I'm trying to think. What is her? Eventually, one of these days, I'm going to learn who these people are. Not making promises, I'm just saying. One of these days, surely I'll have it figured out. I want to be sleepy and tired all day from just not, you know, sleeping well because of how I felt. And then tonight it'll be like the same thing all over again, you know, because if I sleep too much during the day, which even with my surgery, I was trying to set up and not just sleep so that I could sleep at night. But coating does help that problem. Just a little bit. I feel like that doesn't have anything on it. On that end. Okay. Gotta have a little bit of music. Right there. How about put some blue up in this corner right there. Kind of bring a mix of the colors out. The blue, pink, and green. All right, so now you go just like that. Yeah. So we need to do this little section right here on the side. Nope, too dark. What do I want? What do I want? Let me see. All right, well, how about we get some dictionary paper? That would be different. And then we can use that. Oh my goodness. I don't really want this llama on there. He doesn't really go. Let's see if we can get this to fit. Yeah. So I'm thinking on this little book, we're not doing a little book right now. We're just doing a card. That's great. Good. I'm thinking on this one, on the front, maybe we could do something more playful, like a child. Okay, let me see. I pulled out a bunch of different stuff. Got this little girl. No, that's not working for me. Oh, let's do this little guy. Look at him. How cute is he? He's in a little wheelchair. He's precious. Let me change my glue page. Okay. We'll just put him on. He reminds me, or makes me think of the little boy at St. Jude's that's in a wheelchair that talks so intelligent. I know you guys know who I'm talking about. Kind of reminds me of that. Looks like he got him some his mama or somebody, some pine cone or pine pieces out of a tree. Look how cute that is. It needs something. Let's see if we got any greenery. I need to print off all of my vintage stuff because, believe it or not, I have just made 2 books and I'm really going through it. Here's one with some bells. Could go right there. I like that. That was not hard for me. Really liked it. It's kind of unusual to see something and just like, that's it. Okay, let's see. Cute. How cute. Let's flip it over so we can, oh, wait a minute. We were going to make a pocket out of this. Well, you know what? We'll just see about putting a pocket on the back. We'll have this be kind of a solid journaling page. Let me see some solid paper. See what I got. All right. Okay, so we'll put this little guy right here. And we'll cover him up so we don't have to worry about the straight edge. All right. All right. There we go. Ha. Let's see. Okay, getting close. Now when these dry, we will definitely sew around them, and then I'll be sure and show them to you how they turn out. Now, just so you know, most of these images and most of the images I'll be using throughout this Christmas season on these little characters like this were from tailor-made journals, okay? And I need to get on there and print them off. Okay. Now, here is something with a stripe. How nice is that? I'm going to tear the bottom. Don't want a straight edge. No straight edges. Okay, one more piece. Yes, they have, she has over there, she has some really beautiful images to use on your pages. They're old. And a lot of us have seen a lot of them before. You know, if you live long enough, you see a lot of stuff like that. It's kind of cool. All right, let's see. This is pretty much white, if you notice. Now, let's see. I was going to put a pocket on this one, but I'm thinking we'll do a pocket on the next one since I forgot. I don't want to mess it up. Let me pull out a label. And we have to remember, let's see what colors. Red, green, mostly, right? So let's look at some green, a green label. I like that one. Or here's a small one, but I really like the bigger one, I think. Okay, let's see what we got here. That one. Okay. Okay, do we want square or do we want round? Let's go with the round. The round wins. Excuse me. I had to take a drink. Look how adorable this one is. Let me look in to see how much time we have. If we go really quick, we probably can do one more of these. There's the journaling space on the back. Oh, and I'll show you it when we get it covered. Okay, so let's try covering another one of these small ones like this. Now, we may do another video of collaging because I need to get a lot of things made for my books. Because I don't want to put all just printed out things, right? Okay, so let's see. Where do we want this? How about right there? Oops, got to change the paper. Use paper. Get paper. That's what I say. Use paper, get paper. Okay, so let's get this glue on this one. Come on. All right. So, I haven't even thought about Christmas to speak of. I need to, definitely need to think about it. Let's put some of this. I like that this has green in it with just a little bit of a mauve color. Okay. Ooh, yeah, I like that. Let's do this right here. Yeah. I've been thinking, okay, what am I going to buy the grandkids? That's always my first thought. Because we draw names, which we need to be busy doing. We draw names for each other, the adults do. And I just want to see if I can okay, I like the way that looks. Now I need one more color in there. How about one of these? Kind of has a white. I think I like this on there. I think it will look good. This is all the collage sheets that we used on the big book, which I've not worked on the spine yet, but I plan to. Got to wait to get Christmas over before I can move on that. Trying to think. Yeah, I like that. Okay, so let me look at our little box here. See what we got. See what we got left. I don't want to do the same thing we've been doing. Let's see what this... Ooh, I like that. It's the only big flower thing. But I think I like it right here. No, let's cover up a little bit of that. Okay, it's the winner. The flowers are the winner. The Christmassy flowers. I don't know what they are called. If you know, you can tell me in the comments. I've really loved hearing from you guys. I want to thank you all for all the good wishes. I still have a ways to go. I told my husband, why do I feel like this is never going to end? You know, I'm pretty worn out from it, to be honest. You know, I went for so long with it hurting, and then I had to walk with that stupid walker and cane for like 3 or 4 weeks before my surgery. And so let's work on the back before we go any further on this one. Let's see. We want to add some white stuff. And get a clean piece of paper. Okay, so let's put some glue on here. So yeah, I told my husband, I said, I know I've had 2 surgeries this year, which I didn't like, but I had to. And I told him, I said, I can't, even though we've met our out of pocket, which, hello, who wouldn't have with all these different surgeries? I cannot do it this year. I have to wait till next year unless it's just so horrible like this one was. Oh, let's do that. I like doing them that direction for the journaling side. He goes, no way we're doing it this year unless you just have to. So I was glad to hear he agreed with me. I know that he is so, you guys, my husband's wonderful. So protective of me. I couldn't ask for a better husband. I knew that though when I married him, but he just is he's so concerned about every little thing. He won't let me lift anything. He won't let me pick up anything. You know, and I'm not supposed to anyway, but he'll tuck me in at night. He tucks me in under my blankets. You have to sleep with this kind of odd foam thing between your legs. It's kind of a triangle shape so that you don't cross your legs. And because that would not be good. The nurse kind of scared me. She said, when I went back to see the nurse the week after surgery, and she took off the bandage and looked at everything, she said, now I'm going to tell you what's super critical. Do not cross your legs. Do not squat. Do not bend more than 90 degrees. Oh, I'm like, okay, that's going to be a fun life. So that's where I'm at. She said that if I did, I could dislocate my hip. And she says, and it happens a lot, and it's real easy to happen. And she said that's the biggest concern with this surgery, is you dislocating your hip. It will be a trip to the ER, and I'm repeating what she said. A trip to the ER and a trip to the OR. Because that's the only thing they can do. Okay, so we got this covered. Let me get us a tag. And we're doing kind of mauve. Let's see what we can find as far as a tag goes in that color. My tags are just I have cut more tags than I'll use in a lifetime. I'm just saying. Oh, I like this one. It's definitely mauve-y. Yeah, that'll look good. Awesome. Where do we want to put it? You know, we've been putting them down here. How about we put one up the top? Let's be different. So when these dry, like I've told you, I'm going to stitch them. And I may come back and do another series of collaging. And we may do some different type. I need to make some tags. So maybe we'll collage like a large sheet, couple large sheets, and then cut them into tags. That would be fun. We'll attach them to some tea stain paper. All right. Okay, so I'm going to put the lid on our glue before I forget. There we go. Now, this is our last journaling card to be stitched. There's the back. We'll just recap what we did here. Here's the little boy on the in the little wheelchair. It's precious. Journaling side. And then the first one we did with Santa. We flip him open. And we've got a journaling spot. And we've got a Christmas tree with beautiful blue dolly. And another journaling spot. All right. Thank you guys for joining me today. I hope you enjoyed this video. And I will see you in the next video. So have a beautiful, cozy day. Bye.